toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And here's the return. Makes a move. Got to room. He gets it into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ole Miss offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking,
Down the sideline. Wide open spaces. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Wait.
Different version of Wesley that we're going to see here. I don't know if that's necessarily a positive thing. I don't know. It kind of feels like with Wesley being the Well, I thought my running back was out there. Against Mike.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run this play from the pistol. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might...
A more trim version of Mike that has to make a lower weight class. I honestly think it suits his physique better for classic. I still think...
I gotta see. Hold on. Is he playing both sides of the ball?
Running back searching for a hole. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The inside handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Caught. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got the back over the middle.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. To the 15. And into the end zone. Can't. Wide the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Commodores started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Short gain on the play before he slides. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's key. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Makes the grab, it's Leon. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got fourth and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
The Commodores will have it first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Oh, I knew it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He just missed the target on that.
Pro status. And of course, I think, like I said, the thinking is it doesn't mean you're going to do well.
Put it on his body.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout.
Thank you.
Got a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Coming from the 27-yard line, you can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Got his man on the outside. He stopped him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll
exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Moncrief. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. There he goes. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The option look.
Oh,
He
what
bullies
was
his way
that?
all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop to limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford.
And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. On the move.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Caught over the middle. It's Keene. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Commodores are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Oh,
and it's picked off for the third time today.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can...
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got it in the middle, it's Leon. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The snap sets up the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Now the play fake.
Oh, he said he's good.
Pocket breaking down. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Might as well give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And the Commodores are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. At the 20, he's got space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Quick strike complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it right down the middle. And wings it incomplete. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-totty, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Leon. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go, converts on fourth down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down after a nice game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. They get the W, and with that being